Hey there, quirky people. I'm your host, Anna, and today we'll be taking a look into all the new characters that are coming into Fast 10. Just like the John Wick movies, Fast and Furious is a franchise that has always tried to elevate its level of stunts and action. With every new film, we get to see bigger, better, and even crazier sequences that take our breath away. But another great aspect of the Fast franchise is that every new film also adds several high-profile cast members. Some are added as badass supporting characters, while others are either villains or Dom's old family members, or both. And the same pattern is being used in Fast 10 as well, because we've got big names like Jason Momoa and Brie Larson joining in. Along with them, there are multiple other characters that will excite you. Before I get to them, I'd love it if you guys would show your support by clicking on those two magic buttons. And no, I'm not talking about the dislike button. I'm sure you know the drill by now, so do it! Now, having said that, let's start with Brie Larson's Tess. Over the last few films, the franchise has taken active measures to improve its female representation. And Fast 10 contributes to that by adding a high-profile name like Brie Larson to the roster. She is known for winning the Best Actress Oscar and for playing Captain Marvel in the MCU. But now, her Fast and Furious character Tess would be added to the list of her iconic characters for sure. She plays Tess, who is the daughter of Mr. Nobody. Most fans assumed that she would somehow be related to Brian. But that's not the case, as she comes in as a rogue agent in Mr. Nobody's agency. She is a lighthearted character who actually goes on to support Dom in his crusade against the big bad, Dante. The Fast franchise has mostly managed to come up with great badass villains, and it has also been trying to fill the void created by the absence of Hobbs and Brian. So, the addition of Jason Momoa as Dante does well on both these fronts. He has got a brand new look for this particular outing, and he will prove to be the toughest bad guy that Dom has ever had to take on. As for his backstory, his connection to the franchise comes from its best film, that is Fast 5. Remember Hernan Reyes from Fast 5? He was a wealthy politician and drug lord in Brazil, who stole from the people and got rich. So, Dom and Brian stole his safe full of $100 million, and they wrecked half of Rio in the process. But looking from the perspective of the villains, they also destroyed the Reyes family by causing the death of Hernan because Dante was his son, and he was also involved in that Rio heist scene. But he couldn't save his father, and now he is coming in to exact his revenge upon Dom and his family. Jason Momoa explained that Dante is very sadistic and androgynous, and he's a bit of a peacock. He's definitely got some daddy issues. Since Dom was responsible for the death of his father, he got back at him by going after his son. That's the kind of threat he is. But he isn't the only Aquaman coming to the Fast franchise, as we'll also see Alan Ritchson's Agent Ames. Alan Ritchson also played Aquaman in 4 episodes of Smallville back in the day. In recent times, he is known for a different DC role, which is Hawk from Titans. But his career's best performances come from playing Jack Reacher. That's what's allowed him to join the Fast franchise as well. With Mr. Nobody missing, Agent Ames takes over as the leader of his new agency. His casting raises the question of what happened with Little Nobody from the Fate of the Furious. But anyway, Ames is the new leader. And unlike Mr. Nobody or his daughter, he is not a fan of Dom and his fam. They've caused a lot of destruction over time, and Agent Ames doesn't support working with them. So, he'd become a sort of minor antagonist against Dom. And he obviously won't side with Dante either. However, it'd be a total waste if these two Aquaman actors didn't share the screen in the film. Now moving on to the 4th new character, we've got Daniela Melchior's Isabel Melchior became a big name overnight ever since she was cast as the Ratcatcher 2 in the Suicide Squad. Then, James Gunn also added her in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But in the same month, she would also star in Fast 10 by playing Dom's old street racer friend, Isabella. Not much is known about her character besides this, but it's possible that she'd be connected with something related to the Brazil-based Fast 5. After all, Dante's roots are tied to the Rio heist. So maybe Isabella could be another Brazilian character as well. She is probably one of the street racers in this group. I guess we'll see. But now the final new character of the film is Rita Moreno's Abuelita. Younger audiences may not know who Rita Moreno is, but rest assured, she is a Hollywood icon who starred in classic movies like Singin' in the Rain. And the Fast franchise brings her in as Dom's oldest family member standing, as this 91-year-old plays Dom, Mia, and Jacob's grandmother. It's surprising that the Fast franchise is all about family. Family, family, family. But we're into the 10th film, and somehow Dom's old family members that we've never heard of keep popping up with every new outing. But anyway, it's nice to see another Hollywood dame get added to the franchise after Helen Mirren. Okay, that's all from the list of important new characters coming in. Which one of them are you excited to see? Let us know in the comments. And once again, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.